Greetings, YouTube. Back to the Marogs. They also have what they call the Skin of the Beast, which grants a +2 natural armor bonus to AC when wearing leather or hide armor. And this does not work unless if you're holding anything metal. So it's very much these beings are into natural wooden weapons, primitive things that made out of stone and wood and bone and things like that. What I have always referred to in the past as vegetarian weapons, because I always require my druids in my campaigns to have non-metallic weapons, though I allow them to use any simple or martial weapon made out of non-metallic items. It's never been a balance issue in my experience. I don't bow too deeply to the altar of balance. Now this, I think, works nicely if you want to play a ranger or a druid or even a barbarian. Light armor, good stats for that kind of a build. I kind of like this race. I really liked the Neanderthals in 3.5, and I think this is a nice race as well. Next we have the Magoggle, and I looked at a beta version of the Magoggle, so it was kind of like coming home for me. I read this and I'm like, oh, these guys, I remember these guys. I enjoyed reading them the first time, and now that they're slightly more polished and they're brought up to the Pathfinder game, I like them even more. They are frog or toad people. Again, the anthropomorphic features are one of the things I really enjoy. And the couple things in this I want to cover about this particular race that I thought was interesting. So you got +2 con, +2 charisma, -2 intelligence. Tough, personable, not too bright. I kind of like that. Medium or small, you get to choose, and I like that as well. I like flexibility. Normal speed, so 30 at speed at medium, 20 speed at small. You get to hold your breath because you are an amphibian. All Magoggles must be of good alignment. It's essentially an alignment mutation. So they are humanoids coming out of a non-traditionally good background, a beast race, that have to be good. I kind of found that intriguing. It made me smile the first time I read about it, and it still does. They can move through marshes really well. They have a grasping tongue. They can engage, grapple with their tongue. Cool idea. Skilled jumper, no surprise there. And skilled climber if you are small, kind of at the tree frog bloodline, if you will. I kind of like the Magoggles. I think they're cool. Next we have the Muses, and the Muses are exactly what they sound like. They come from another dimension, and they are a physical embodiment of inspiration. So they've kind of got this fey thing, little vestigial wings on their backs, and +2 intelligence, +2 charisma, -2 constitution. Again, playing off the whole fey type. Bright, bubbly per people, but very kind of frail and fey-like. Medium, normal speed, low light vision, muse immunities, magic sleep. Obviously, they're of the fey. Source of inspiration. You grant allies within 50 feet of you a +1 competency bonus to all skill checks that involve skills that you have ranks in. Touch of the Muse, which again, it's another ability that you can grant inspiration and bonuses to allies. And unearthly presence, which is a morale bonus to your AC, if you, which is when your hit point total is equal to or greater than half of your maximum hit point total. So again, this is all about inspiration. It's a race really infused with the concept of the Muse. I kind of like the way this was, and of course, other parts of the book support these abilities through feats and prestige classes, which should come as no surprise because the core races all have feats and prestige classes with play off of their particular traits, dwarves, elves. You get the point. Next, you have the Numistians. And for those who don't know this, numismatism is the hobby of collecting coins, and the Numistians are a race that are literally tied to commerce. They come from a demi-plane of commerce, and they literally bleed money. They eat money. They use money, coins, as a means of healing, and as a means of sustenance, and as a means of breeding. It's a race completely and utterly linked to coins. Now there's a standard 3.5 magic item. It's a little pouch, and the pouch creates coins every day. I would think that every single member of this race would want one of these pouches, because that means they would always have enough money to survive on. Because if they find themselves in a world that doesn't have coins, they're going to be in trouble, because they need coins to eat and survive. They can't just barter for things. They actually need the coins themselves. And they literally bleed phantom coins when they're injured. It's a fascinating image. +2 wisdom, +2 charisma, -2 strength. Bright public personalities, wise, not too strong. Good at business, bluffing, sense motive, the deal, the wheel, diplomacy. They can change their size, not necessarily at will, but over a short period of time, because they can adapt to the environment. They can be kind of short and wrinkly looking, or as they get to medium size, their skin gets a little more youthful. So they can kind of pick their age by their height, which is kind of a cool idea, again, to blend in with the environment they're in. Though, of course, they have one slight disadvantage. They have an eye in the middle of their forehead, which I like the mental image of. I like the way that looks. Slow and steady, they only have a speed of 20, but like dwarves, it's not affected by encumbrance so much. Low light vision, because of the right. The ability to bribe fate. They can literally, once a day, when a Numistian fails saving throw, he may lose half his level in hit points to re-roll that saving throw. So you literally are spending your lifeblood to get another shot at fate. Detect coins, not a real surprise there. And money is life, which is all about how they use money to survive and to heal. And they get a bonus against poison because, well, they eat coins for a living. They're consuming metal. Next are the Oaklings, which is a kind of a minor treant race, which I think is cool. They had a kind of similar race in Fantasycraft, which was a little more powerful. This is a little more balanced against the standard core races. +2 strength, +2 wisdom, -2 charisma. They're a little on the alien side, but they're very strong because they're made out of wood, and they're fairly wise. Nice druid, cleric, warrior stats, in my opinion. Nice rangers. Medium size, normal speed, humanoid plant. Protective sap. When they bleed their sap, it gives them an armor class protection. I kind of like that idea. Rooted feet, which makes them the ability to stand up from a prone position. They literally kind of dig their roots into the ground. They can also heal from the sun, which is also useful because photosynthesis thing. And these illustrations really convey a thinner, more lithe build of a plant. It's not big lumbering ants like you see in Lord of the Rings. These are medium size. They really look and give you the impression that they're going to be able to blend in fairly well, and their faces are essentially made out of leaves, which is very nice. I bought my wife a mask for her anniversary once, which was leaves making a face, a Green Man kind of face, and I really love that image. Next is the Obitu, which is a race of skeletons that are still biological, but they have some undead traits. All of their biological processes are contained inside their skulls. +2 strength, +2 dexterity, -2 charisma. Not a real surprise there. They do look like skeletons. Medium size, normal speed, dark vision, fossil fortitude, which gives them saving throw against disease and poison. Improved initiative. They're nimble. Negative energy resistance, sleep immunity, and interestingly, they can infect other undead and turn them into members of their own race. And that's how they breed. So they can infect other undead, evil undead creatures and turn them into positive energy beings, which is really cool. Talk about a race that is playing against type. I like this, and of course the whole idea of playing a skeleton is just kind of neat. And not a real surprise on this one, folks, but I'm not done yet.